So where am I streaming to? Okay. Yay. I'm alive. Yay. Okay. Let me post this to Twitter. I wanted to play The Sims, but that did not work. Is it still giving me that issue? I changed it, so I don't know what they're talking about, but if you're here, hello. If you can see me, hi. Let me know if you can see me and stuff. Ronnie, hello. I'm good. How are you, Ronnie? Thank you. Thank you, Ronnie. I have an excellent connection. Okay, so I figured out that I cannot play video games on stream because it just drops so bad. You're cooking? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? My stream drops when I play video games so bad. And it's a whole thing. It's very annoying. I am chilling, Michael. Oh my god, my hair. I am gonna try to write some more of the erotica. I actually started writing it the other day and I was like getting into it. Then I got distracted. A whole lot of Italian stuff? Like what Italian stuff? Like help us out. What are you making? I learned how to fix the lag also, so it's not gonna be as laggy, so it's gonna be more in tune now. I'm so tired. I'm like drinking my coffee for dear life. Hi, Mr. Demon to you. Sorry, I was on Twitter just now, like looking up stuff. But hi, I don't know who you are, but hi, welcome to the stream. I don't know why I'm wearing this on my head. Can take this off. I'm not playing video games anymore because I can't stream them. Okay, Ronnie, I'll be here when you get your sauce. Your sauce. Yo, why do I look like alfalfa with my hair just like sticking up in the back? It's a mess. have like no energy, but I jumped up just now and I'm like, let me stream, because I stream every Friday. So on here, and I want to stream more. I want to stream on Twitch more, but it's fine. So how's everybody today? How are you guys doing? What is up in your life? Let me know. I got married this week, so that was fun. Everyone's saying like the first year, if you can get through the first year, you're good. I don't know. We're always like together and stuff, and we've never had like a honeymoon phase where we're always like madly in love with each other, and that has never changed. So I don't know if marriage is gonna change things for the negative or whatever, but that's what people say. So we'll see. Can you guys see me? Is it too dark? Should I like move closer to the light? I need new light. I have a bomb green screen coming, and I'm waiting for it to get here, but it's taking forever. Maybe I picked the wrong time to do the stream, I think. It looks fine. My GameStop package is coming! Yes! I just got a notification. My Switch is on its way. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Ow. I have 3 rings. Okay. Story with the rings. So, after he gave me my engagement ring, the big ring on the bottom, he said he lost like the middle ring, which is the wedding ring. So he got us these matching bat rings as the wedding ring. And then I go into his like little jewelry box thing where he keeps all his necklaces and stuff, and I found the original wedding ring. So I'm wearing 2 wedding rings and an engagement ring because my husband is a man. So my Switch is coming. I can't wait. Let's see how far away it is. It's supposed to come tomorrow, which is amazing. I'm back. Oh my god. It was still going this whole time. I'm so sorry. Oops. Okay, so yeah, I had the blue screen of death. So that's what happened. Let me make another post on what you call it. I'm so mad it was going this whole time, for real. A mess. Okay. Excuse me. Let me make a tweet real quick. Yeah. Let me make a tweet real quick. If you're you guys. Yeah. Okay, and now we wait. This is a mess. I'm so sorry, you guys, if you guys are coming back. So Ronnie, so what happened was middle of the stream, I got a blue screen of death on my computer. It had to like send an error code to Windows, and then it just shut down completely, and I had to like wait for it to like load up and like do a stupid update. So that's what happened. I am so sorry about that. Not fun, but I'm back. I'm glad you guys are here or coming back, it looks like. So sorry. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'm gonna set it so my stuff doesn't like get messed up again. Updates. It was an update that had to happen, I guess, and it just did it. So I'm gonna change my active hours because that was not good. So I'm gonna set it to like 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. because if I'm up, it can just do that then. There we go. So that will never happen again. So sorry, Ronnie. It's fixed now, so. And I just updated the thing, so yeah. But I'm married! Woo! Yay! Hopefully people come back. If not, I mean, they're not obligated to, that's fine. But yeah. Oh, no problem, Ronnie. I'm glad I could help. I'm just literally waiting for all this stuff to come. A better green screen, my Switch. Like, I want to get another mic. Like, my goal for all of this is to do streaming and do YouTube and do Twitch full time. I guess I need better internet or better something to make this all work, but oops, but I just dropped something. But yeah. Hopefully people show up. No. Okay, it's good. I'm just trying to make sure that the connection stays good. So tell me about you guys this day. What's going on? How are we? I'm amazed the stream stayed on while like my computer was down. That's really strange, but I guess it's cool. So the marriage, like, I've been engaged for like a year or so. And we were like ousted from where we were up in New York, and then we moved down to Georgia, and I don't know, I just then the whole pandemic happened. We got a place and the whole pandemic happened, and then we were like, screw it, let's just do this thing. We had to wait like 2 weeks in order to go get the marriage license and stuff, but we did that on like what, Tuesday? And yeah. That's basically what happened. I know it's not really explaining much, but yeah. I figured like why be engaged for like 5 years when we can just be married, like, and like my husband said in his tweet, he said the moment that he met me, we were married. And we said it to each other when we first met. We kept saying like I jokingly called him husband when we first met, not when we first met, but after we were together for a while, and he called me wife, and we always like called each other those names and stuff. So it's really cool to just have it be official now. Like, yeah, it's official. So yeah, I'm excited. It feels really nice. Like, I didn't know what to expect because I never thought I would be married, and neither did he, but I'm really, really glad that we took that step and we did that. Just adjust that. But yeah. Oh, Thank you, Ronnie. I have a glass of. I have a mug of coffee. So cheers. I'm really excited about this. Um, and I'm really excited about it. Like, I'm really happy that we did it and like it's official. And I'm with my best friend. Oh, husband, I love you. I'm just like talking about him. Oh, baby, I love you. Mm. Mm. It makes me so happy. Hi, Lasha. Yay. Thank you. Thanks for joining the stream. I feel like it's a party now. Oh. No, it feels really good. Like, I was really scared like a day before when we were supposed to go up to the courthouse, but like I don't know, like once it was over, it was like, okay, cool. This is a thing now. Like, cause I used to get really bad relationship anxiety, like really bad, to the point where like I couldn't be away from my partner without like having super crazy anxiety and being so worried, like, do they still love me or do they whatever? But that was because I was with people that didn't reinforce like their affection for me. They didn't show it physically. They didn't really say it all the time. So being with someone that does all those things and like says what I need to hear has really helped ease that anxiety, because I don't have to like be like, do you like me 24/7. He says it all the time, and he shows it in his actions, and he shows it and everything. Oh my god, thank you, Zira Al Ghul. I have no idea who you are, but thank you. Thanks for coming. Let me know if I know you from like Twitter or something. No, we couldn't do any of that. Like, it was just a courthouse thing. We're gonna, whenever this is over, we're gonna do like a whole like party thing. Like a whole party, throw a party or something like huge like that. We just wanted to get over with because we don't know when the pandemic is going to be over. And I was like, I don't want to sit here in the house for a year just engaged to you. I'd rather be married to you, if that makes sense. Like, why would I sit here forever, you know, like just being engaged? Like, if something happened to him or happened to me, we couldn't, like, you know, if we're in the hospital or whatever, I can't sign papers. He can't sign papers saying, you know, pull the plug or whatever the case is. So as morbid as that is, I was like, wow, being married really gives you like a level of like, you know, that just being a fiance doesn't. So I was like, screw it. Let's just go and do the thing. Hi, ladies, Bagaria. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the chat. Oh, you guys, gonna make me cry again. Everybody's well wishes that day when I posted it was on Twitter was just, I was like crying like on and off all day, like a mess. But yeah, good things. Yay. I mean, I figure it's like a really, really bad time right now. So why not make like good memories, you know, in this bad time? I figure. Can we talk about movies you guys are watching right now? Can we just change the subject real quick? I know like everyone's excited about I'm married, but can we talk about movies? Like, what are you guys watching? Let me know. 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 I feel like the live stream studio chat thing is like, the chat, it lags more than if I was on the actual site that you guys are chatting on. What is Guardian's Dagger? What is that? I don't know what that is. We gotta tell you, I have to tell you guys about a movie called Savage Land. If you like zombies and like mockumentaries, you gotta watch Savage Land. Cause like, We're gonna talk about it next week on Monster Thoughts, but it is a really good like zombie movie without being like an in-your-face zombie movie. Like, it's, if you're all about immigration and like social commentary, it's really good. Like, if you, and it's like, it's not like in your face like, oh my god, I'm scared. It's like they're telling you the story of like what happened. It's like a mockumentary style, and the more it goes on, the more you're like, what is happening? What is happening? Oh my god. And then like it's really good. It's really good. Like, we don't watch mockumentaries, but we turned it on because we thought it was like a zombie found footage film, and it just turned out to be a documentary. And we were going to turn it off, but we never reached for the remote to turn it off. We just kept watching it, and then we were like, holy crap, like, this is a really good zombie movie, because all the zombies are heading up north from Mexico. So there's commentary in that by itself. I'm not even going to go into it because we talked about it on Monster Thoughts, and that's going up next week, but it's crazy. It's really good. Really good. I want a good action movie to watch, though. You know? I want a good, like, action movie. But, I don't know. I have to look on. Ronnie, a horror movie with a little kid finds an ancient dagger that belongs to a mass killer. That sounds interesting. Is it good? Or do you know? Did you watch it already? I need a bigger light. Like, I need a much bigger light, because I'm like sitting right in front of my computer and the light is not even like reaching me. So, oh, I didn't know I could turn it like that. I don't even know if that's better. I think that's worse, honestly. I think it's worse, but I don't know. So what are we getting into today? My husband's at work, so, but when he gets home, I'm gonna we're probably gonna record another video or something. We're probably gonna record another video. That sounds like an 80s movie, Ronnie. Like, that really sounds like an 80s type movie. Yo, listen. They do Spakaria, like, I know how it is to record nonstop or record, like, just a voiceover, and then your throat's just, like, done. I hope the recording goes well, though. I hope you don't have to redo it over and over like I do all the time. Oh, 96. Okay, that's a good time. That's a good year. I need to figure out how to stream video games on Twitch, because, like, I just need to. I really want to, if that makes sense. Yo, tea, I've been drinking lemon because my stomach has been like driving me crazy lately. Like, it's been hurting a lot. I've been drinking lemon in my tea, like an actual lemon. I slice it and then I squeeze it and then I drop it in there. It's amazing. Helps me go. OBS. I'm using OBS right now. No, okay, Lasha. I don't know how to stream on Twitch. Every time I try, it like the screen goes black and I can't do it. And I'm just like, okay, well, YouTube is fine, but whenever I try to stream on Twitch, it just doesn't work. And like, obviously, I want to stream video games on Twitch, right? For whatever reason, like I just tried, like earlier in this stream, I tried to stream The Sims 3 and play and talk to you guys, but it just was not working. The moment I close Sims, the stream is fine. So I just feel like I'm not allowed to stream video games. I'll just record them and put them up on my channel, but I'll just be talking to you guys. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I should probably update my RAM. No, well, I don't need to, but I'm gonna update my graphics card because it's getting on So I'm looking at ones I want right now, and I'm gonna save up my unemployment checks and look at those. I miss working. Like a actual job, but I also want to make YouTube and Twitch and my books my actual job, like get paid for all of that all the time, nonstop. So, because I have a degree in marketing and English, right? What better career to pursue than, you know, this type of stuff, like doing horror movie reviews and analyzing pop culture and like horror and monsters. Like, I love talking about monsters. I love talking about I love analyzing the way that we use horror to like cope with like current events. I love analyzing like movies and stuff. Like, I just love all that. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Lady Spicaria. It's an uphill battle, but I already, like, you guys are here. You know, I'm gaining Twitter followers every day for some reason. And I don't know, I'm getting more and more comfortable in front of the camera, so that's good. Like, the downtime, definitely, like, I started my YouTube channel way before, like, last year, before everything happened, and then when everything happened, I was like, screw it, I'm gonna start streaming, I'm gonna upload more, or try to upload more, like, I want to use my degree, you know? Instead of working for another company, doing their marketing for them, like, why not just do my own marketing, put everything I took in my business classes and in my, like, English classes to use and talk about the things that I want to talk about. But at the same time, still writing my books, and still, like, my main thing is I'm a writer. Like, I want to be that. I want to be that, but I also want to, you know, talk about my other interests. And, like, when I started the channel, I wanted to be a simmer, like, play The Sims all the time, but that community is strife with, like, I don't know, you have to have a certain kind of personality and skin color, and I don't have both. So, like, I just figure I would not go away from The Sims, but focus more on things that actually interest me, like vampire video games, action video games, my horror movies, horror games. We analyze horror movies, horror games, and more stuff. Like, I just like analyzing monsters, mental illnesses, like things like that, because that's what I deal with. I'm not a monster, but in my books, the vampires are a metaphor. No, they're not. They're not a metaphor, actually. They deal with depression and anxiety, just like all of my other creatures do. So, I don't know. But my goal is to get a literary agent and use this to, like, supplement that, so that I can, like, you know, get the level of success I want for my books. Like, this is just extra, because, like, these videos actually help people want to read the books, which is, like, you know, simpatico. Like, it's what I want. Exactly. And that's what I want to do. Like, I see people on Twitter, right? No shade, right? I see people on Twitter who started their YouTube channel at the same time as me. Their channel's focus is strictly on, like, say, The Sims, right? Cool. But I noticed, whereas I'm gaining, like, 1 or 2 followers a week or whatever, they're doing giveaways, like, almost every week. And in the rules for the giveaway, you have to follow their Twitter so they get more followers. You have to subscribe to their YouTube channel so they get more subscribers. Because their goal was to get to 1,000. I mean, yeah, to get to 1,000 subscribers so they can finally get paid or whatever. I peeped this, and I didn't say nothing, but I was like, okay. And while I'm working an office job, this person is, you know, streaming on Twitch all the time. So I'm like, cool, you don't have a job. That's cool. Obviously, your husband or whoever can, like, support you or whatever. That's cool. But I think it's, like, kind of messed up to, like, buy your followers in that way. Like, host giveaways for like, packs in The Sims all the time and make them follow your account. But then you look at this person's, like, YouTube, and they have 1,000 subscribers. Sure, but their videos are only averaging, like, 20 views per video, 30 views per video. I'm like, Like, I just think that's weird. And I peeped that and I was like, that's not the route I want to go. Like, and then they're like proud that they reach 1,000 subscribers. They're like, oh my God, thank you guys so much for supporting me. And I'm like, are they supporting you, or are they just supporting the giveaways that you keep doing? Because they keep doing the giveaways. And I'm just like, that's not what I'm about. I don't want to go down that route. I don't want to do that. And I mean, obviously, when I reach a certain amount, like I think I said when I hit 250 on my YouTube, I'll give away one of my shirts. I'll send someone one of my shirts. But like, I'm not doing a giveaway every week in order to hit a goal, you know? Like, I like that people are subscribing to me because they find something that they like in my like videos or in my whatever, you know? Like, yeah, giveaways for milestones are perfect, but like, in the Sims community, it just seems like these smaller YouTubers are trying to get faster numbers by doing constant giveaways. And it's just, I'm like, does everybody have money to do a giveaway all of a sudden? Like, I don't know how you have, because Sims expansion packs are like $40, $20, $10 or whatever. That's a lot of money, plus tax. That's a lot of money to be given away every week or every month or whatever it is. That's crazy. Hi, Lady Gothic. That's so many people. Like, that's weird. So, like, I just peeped that and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to back up on the Sims gameplay a little bit. And if I do play, I'm going to play the way I want to play. Because, like, the way I was taught marketing was you have to create your business or whatever you're doing, but it has to give back to the world in some way. So we were taught to make a business that has a goal of like giving back to someone. So like in one of my classes, I made a fake cafe, and it was like a place where you could have like therapy sessions there or whatever for like anxiety or depression. Boom, you know, like I mixed my love of tea and coffee with that whole thing. So to me, the whole idea of like doing these constant giveaways, like that's not marketing, that's buying your followers, and that's not actually building any type of repertoire or building any type of like relationship with your audience or whatever you want to call them. So that just doesn't vibe with me. I don't like it. I talk about this stuff all the time. Thank you so much. I wasn't beautiful. I was in jeans and a wow. I was in jeans and a Joy Division shirt. So that's what I got married in. Like, whatever. The actual party is going to be like the extravagant one where I'm wearing a dress and, you know, I'm a vampire and stuff. But yeah. But I talk about this stuff all the time on my channel. I have a bunch of videos, like no holds bar, going in on just what I see on Twitter, what I see on YouTube. I'm just over like the way that we're interacting with creators and the way that we're interacting with like market, like just the whole thing is just weird, and I don't like it, and I'm never gonna like it, and I'm always gonna talk about how I don't like it, you know, and I'm not gonna be fake. I'm not gonna, yeah, Joy Division is classic. I'm not gonna like, I don't know, be fake just to get followers. Like, I just think that's so weird. And I don't like being like held up to some like high standard either. Like, I think that's weird. So like Lasha, like if you're still here, I appreciate what you do on Twitter. Like, I really love like what you do on Twitter. Like, it's so dope. Like you know what you're talking about, and it's obvious, and you don't take people's shit. Like, I love it. Like, it's great. Like, I look up to you, honestly. Like, I really do. Like, from one marketer and content creator to another, like, you're really awesome. It is hard, like, it is hard, but I would rather do it the hard way than be, like, struggling, you know, like, not struggling, but I would do it the hard way than be, like, fake and, like, putting on a persona to get followers. Like, I just think that's weird, you know? Like, I don't want to do that. Well, I want my channel to grow. No, I want to if my movie reviews or analysis videos can like make people think about the horror they consume differently, or make people like, oh, I never saw this movie. Like, I like to share what I'm talking about or what I'm playing, excuse me, or what I'm doing, because I just think it's important to just talk about things you love. That's it, really. Like, I love horror. I don't like being scared, but I love the catharsis that horror brings. So I like talking about that. And also, in terms of like my blood talk section on my channel, where I talk about like being an author and being a marketer and, you know, writing my books and stuff, I want to talk more, like, I'm not a part of like booktube or bookstagram or book Twitter or whatever, because those communities to me are all about like, oh, you review my book, I'll review yours, or these are all the popular books that we're all gonna review, and they're all young adult. I don't read a young adult. I don't like young adult though. I don't write young adult. Like, I write fantasy and horror. I'm not a part of that community. So I'm just trying to pave my own way. And I know that's like swimming against the stream, but I don't want to be inauthentic. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I love young adult books. I love that next Fire and Bone and Fire book that came out. That's not who I am. So I write about, you know, my vampires and stuff, and that's what it is. I'm not gonna change that, because the current wave right now is, you know, young adult, you know, girl becomes a woman and stuff, and yeah, they do. Yeah. My streams, I do jump around a bit, but I just want to talk. That's the purpose of my live streams. Um, but yeah, like, I know I kind of messed up with my YouTube, where I had 3 different main things I was focusing on, and then I brought the goth subculture into my YouTube, which I really didn't want to do. But oh, thank you, Lady Spagaria. That means so much. But like, yeah, so I did 3 different things, and that's like, it's kind of hard to get subscribers if you're focusing on 3 different things, but I think I meshed it well now, because I do my goth videos where I talk about the music I like, and I talk about going to, when I could, I used to talk about going to goth night and going to industrial night and going out and dancing and stuff. But now we do listen parties or whatever, me and my husband, so like, The Sims kind of like fell off on my channel because, like I just said, I'm not doing The Sims anymore because the whole culture is like, you know, I'm black, so no one's gonna really watch me playing The Sims unless I'm really loud, unless I'm, you know, playing up the black girl stereotype or the angry black gamer or whatever the case is. I don't have all these mods that people have. I don't have twerking mods. I don't have like drug dealer mods, shoot 'em up mods. I don't play that way. Yeah, that's what I do. So yeah, so like, I don't do all that stuff. So like, the whole I'm kind of burnt out on The Sims right now. So like, I'm gonna focus on like my vampire games. Like, I'm playing Vampire on the PS4. I don't know how I can get that to stream, whatever, but it's a lot, right? I'm not the only one I'm so happy I'm not the only one who thinks this. It's a lot. Like, you gotta be like in with the people who are already at the top. You gotta have all these mods where all your Sims look the same. You gotta all look like Nicki Minaj, and all the guys have to look like, you know, Tyson Beckford. Like, it's and I don't play that way. Like, I don't play with solely black Sims also. Like, I don't even know what I play with. Like, I just play whatever I want to play, and I just don't feel like I should have to like live up to like some standard in the culture in order to have my videos be seen. That's just not what I want to do. So I want to play more games that I actually enjoy. Like, I like first person shooters, I like RPGs, like, I'm a gamer, like, I like games. So yeah. But I don't agree with the way that you have to be on YouTube and on Twitter and stuff if you're black. Like, I'm just not about that. And also, I'm also not these alternative, you know, I'm not these alternative black girls on Twitter, and I'm not about that life at all. Like, I don't understand it. I'm goth. I don't get the whole like crazy makeup, sticking out your tongue. That's not who I am. And I think people follow me and they think that I'm like that, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. They follow me thinking I'm gonna like post some like little yachty or whatever the fuck, and I don't listen to that type of rap. I don't listen to that type of rap. I don't like the mumble rap. I don't like trap. I just it's and that's the thing, Lasha. Alternative is a music genre, right? So alternative is just like rock or whatever. Like, our alternative is an umbrella term for all that stuff, right? But these people use it in a way to just say, oh, I'm different. When, like, why are you different? Because you listen to Kurt Cobain and you wear, like, all this black and you call yourself goth when you're not? Like, that's what bothers me. Actual punk music is being made. Actual goth music is being made. And like I said in my previous videos, don't call yourself goth or whatever unless you actually listen to the music. Like, all the music that they listen to, like metal and stuff, is just, they think it's obscure and underground. Like, bro, everybody knows who Lamb of God is. Everybody knows who My Chemical Romance is. Like, you're not different or cool or better than anybody else for listening to that music. And like, that's why I kind of fell out of the whole emo pop punk thing when I was a teenager, because you have this holier than thou attitude, and these kids, I'm saying kids because I'm 28, I'm almost 30, and a lot of these girls on Twitter are like 16 or 18. They don't, like, they all, like, I don't know, like, hold this up as like, oh, I'm better than you guys. And I'm just like, no, you're not. You just listen to music that a lot of people listen to. Whereas with goth, like, people don't actually know what goth is. Exactly, Ronnie. But like, people don't know what goth is. People think goth is My Chemical Romance when, like, no, dude, that's emo. 1 and 2. If you actually listen to some goth music, like actual goth bands, besides Susie, besides Joy Division, besides The Cure, you would be like, this is goth music? Like, huh? Like, like I said in one of my like first goth videos, when I went to the goth club, for the first time, I was so confused. I was like, this is goth music? This is so danceable. I was like, what? This is great. And I thought it was all gonna be somber. Like, a lot of it is somber and whatever, but it's somber with a beat you can dance to, if that makes sense. Like, there's a reason there are goth nights and goth clubs, like, all over the United States and all over the world. You dance to that music. You don't mosh. You don't, like, hit each other. You don't, like, you know, go and whatever. So, like, all these kids are like, yeah, I'm goth. I listen to, like, the goth boys, and I listen to, like, these goth rappers. And I'm just like, we don't play that music at the goth club, the place made for goths to listen to the music that we listen to. So what are you talking about? Where you think that because these people have goth in their name, but they're rapping that they're goth. Like I said in the viral tweet that got me death threats and called me a boomer, goth is not rap, rap is not goth. 2 different genres. It's just objectively what it is. And people just want the goth label because they think goth is synonymous with dark, and that's not the case. Like, that's not what it is. So when I call myself goth, I'm not saying, oh, I just dress in black and I like black lipstick and I like to what? No, like, I actually go to goth clubs. I actually support my friends who are in goth bands, who do tour the country playing goth music. I actually support the scene because my friends are part of the scene and I love the scene. I don't want it to die. I don't want it to get saturated with all these, like, goth rappers, like Baby Goth, and all these, like, people who think that, like, they're, like, goth because they listen to, like, really bad rap. Like, I want people to realize that there's a difference between what these kids on Twitter are saying and what, like, actually exists in the world. Like, there's an actual difference, and people just, they refuse. They don't care. And they're like, I got called boomer. I got death threats. I got called, like, oh, you're a boomer, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the goth boys will disagree with you because they're goth. I'm like, this is a rapper. He's emo. If anything, that type of rapping is called emo rap because they're sad. Goth is more like macabre. It's more like spooky. Yeah, some of it can be, but it's more like romantic about, like, the sadness or the despair. Like, goth isn't really about, boo-hoo, I'm gonna cut my wrists. Goth is more like, ethereal. It's more like, I don't know how I can explain this. I don't know how to explain it, but like, I don't know how to explain it. But just, I have a goth playlist on Spotify. Let me see if I can link it. Exactly. Darkly inclined is what they should be calling themselves, not goth. Like, I was dressing like this before I knew what goth was, what goth music was. And I didn't call myself goth. I didn't call myself anything. I was just dressing the way I wanted to dress. It wasn't until I went to a goth club and I kept going to the goth club. I kept showing my face, meeting people, getting recognized, that elder goths who have been in the goth scene way longer than I started calling me goth. You have to actually go to the thing to get the label. And there's nothing wrong with labels. Like, people like, oh, don't label me. I can't be labeled. Like, dude, everybody can be labeled. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, labels exist for a reason. Like, don't call yourself a hip-hop head if you don't like hip-hop. Don't call yourself a emo kid if you don't listen to emo music. Like, everyone accepts, like, hip-hop and emo and stuff. But nobody, like, but with goth, it's like, if you're not allowed to, like, I don't know. I'm gonna share the link to my goth playlist. Not every song in here is goth, but this is just like a playlist I made for me to listen to the music when I want to listen to it. But if you want to know what generally goth music is, it's an umbrella term for like dark wave. Sorry, I'm like drinking this coffee and like I have to burp. It's like goth wave, dark wave, cold wave, post-punk. My brain is going because I'm on my period, but you'll go in there and you'll see. Some of those bands in there are not considered goth bands, but they do get played at goth night because goths love the music. If you are listening to the playlist and you want to know what I'm talking about, you can just ask me on Twitter or whatever the case is, and I'll answer it for you. Have a good one, Lace Picaria. Have fun recording. Yeah, like, and people called me elitist and they called me a gatekeeper when I said this on Twitter, and I got blasted. But like, dude, like go deeper with just Susie, you know? Like, try Wumscut. Try, I'm gonna say it's wrong, Cactau Twins? Cactau Twins? Like, no one knows what they're saying. Yeah, go deeper. Like, Ariel Mankini and the Halos, Anders Menga, Scary Black, Sun Sombre, Then Comes Silence, like, and those are, like, Then Comes Silence and Sun Sombre to me are, like, if you listen to rock music, you might like them, because post-punk is, you know, taken from punk. It was what happened after punk. I've been in the scene for a year now. I'm a baby bat. I'm considered a baby bat. I am a young one. I'm a baby bat. But my husband has been in his scene for like 12 years. He's gone to like every goth night in existence down here. So that's what he's done. Yeah. But he's popular down here. Like, people know who he is, both from wrestling and from attending goth events all the time. But I'm not about, like, the high school mentality of, like, oh, you can't sit with us because you don't dress the way that we dress. Like, who the is going to goth night to stand on the wall and stare at people dressing a certain way? Not me. I'm going there to dance. Like, I'm not about that. Like, I think that's so childish. Like, I'm almost 30. Why would I sit there and try to be like, oh, I'm better than you because I'm wearing darker clothes than you are? Like, that's so stupid. And you would not believe the ages of people who think this way. Like, there are 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds and 40-year-olds who think if you're not dressed a certain way, you're not goth, and that's just not the case. Like, that's just not what it is at all. How long have you been in the scene, Lady Gothic? I have stories about people I've met in the scene who berated me for talking about my experience on YouTube and like talking about my experience on Twitter and stuff. I'm not gonna talk about it here, but it was a thing. 2 years. That's cool. But like, Lasha, are you still here? I think I can see who's here if I just press this button. Because I want to talk more about... No. Two years. Oh, you're still here. Yay. I want to talk about, like, your experience on Twitter, if you don't mind sharing. Like, I know you, like, go viral a lot and you post some things with, like, sources and stuff. Like, how has your experience been with, like, a huge following and, like, people constantly like telling you, like, to sharing their opinions? Because like for me, the bigger I get on Twitter, the more I'm like, listen, I don't care about your opinions. I don't care about what you think. Like, I said what I said because I wanted to say it. I don't exactly want a conversation, but people insist they have a conversation with you, and I just mute and block if they really get on my nerves. But I just want to know how you deal with it. Like, if you feel like sharing. Thank you. Bye, Lady Gothic. People are mad combative. People like really want... Okay, so like, there's this vampire chick who for some reason thought that I was similar to her. I don't know why. And I said I don't like Twilight or whatever, right? Or I don't think Twilight vampires are actually vampires. And this person, like, apparently she was talking about me because I muted her after she said something, and I muted her because I was like, I'm gonna deal with this. And she was apparently talking about me, but still following me. I never followed her. She followed me. So I was just like, so my fiance told me, because he saw her tweets, and a bunch of my mutuals were like, they told me like recently that she was saying stuff about me personally. And I was like, whoa, like, why are you still following me? One, if you don't like what I said, and two, why? I don't understand. I was just confused because she's in my DMs talking about, oh, you know, I'm mad that you said that like Twilight vampires aren't vampires because like everyone who does that is like attacking the fans, when in my video I never attacked the fans. I never attacked anybody. I was talking about it from an author standpoint. Like, as an author, like, it was hard to get my books published at the time because Twilight had just come out and my books had vampires in them. So that was my focus, and I'm tired of white vampires anyway. I'm tired of white authors in the vampire world, like, getting all the acclaim when there are a bunch of like black and people of color trying to get their books published. That was my focus of the video. But of course she's like, you're attacking the fans and you're doing this and you're doing that, and I was just like, what? And she said, you don't have integrity or something. I know you're a person of integrity or something. You have a moral code or something, and I expect better of you and whatever. And I'm like, do you want me to apologize to you because you have a problem with my opinion? I was like, what? Like, first of all, I'm called Vampire Queen on Twitter because a follower called me that. And I ran with it. It was a joke. Like, I write about vampires, dude. Like, I'm not calling myself the be all end all of vampire lore or fiction. Like, that's not what it is. It's a joke. I love vampires, my dude. Like, chill. So she's white, by the way. She's in my DMs. And she's wrote this whole paragraph, and I was furious because I don't like when people call me out my name. I don't like when people say they know me. I don't like when people say that I did this because they skew my actions and my words. I fucking hate that. So I wrote back. I was really polite. I was like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but that wasn't my intention. I said in my opinion, I never attacked the fans of Twilight. If you like Twilight, I can't do anything about that, you know? Like, I can't do nothing about that. So, cool. And then she never responded to it. And then she kept following me, and eventually I had to block her because, like, she kept replying to my tweets and stuff, and I was just like, dude, like, why are you, like, it was just weird because, like, why are you following me if you have such a strong dislike for something that I said, one, and why are you following me and trying to reply and be nice to me now if you didn't reply to my reply to your DM? You DM me first. Like, why wouldn't you? If you want us to be friends, which I don't believe people online are friends. Like, I'm not a child. Like, I don't adhere to that. Like, we can be acquaintances, we can get to know each other, but until I meet you face to face, I don't know you. So it was just like it was a very weird like week for me because she, like, I heard from like mutuals that she was like talking about me and she was like making posts, like subtweeting, but then she only went in my DMs because I said something about her. I subtweeted her because I muted her and I didn't want to see her tweets. But it was just, that was so weird to me, and I'm just like, so I eventually blocked her because she replied to one of my tweets and she said that she was 39. And I was just like, bro, you're almost 40 and you feel this passionately about someone not liking Twilight? You didn't write the book, so I don't even know why you care so much. Like, what? So I was just like, yeah, I'm blocking you because you're a child. Like, how am I 28 and I'm more mature than you are? That's so bizarre to me. Like, and I don't play these like internet games either. Like, you don't know me, so you cannot profess to like say, oh, like, I know you, I know what your intentions are. Like, dude, you don't know me. You don't, that's weird. So yeah, like, I completely agree with the turning on you and even following you, but like low-key hating on you. Like, that is weird to me. I do not welcome that energy. And she can go on and be a vampire person or whatever if she wants to. Like, that's just not, oh, that's great, Ronnie. I'm glad it came out so good. But I'm not about that. And like, I got my vampire references and lore from pop culture. So I'm not really about like reading up on every single vampire myth and reading up on every single like vampire whatever. Like, that's just not what I'm about. Like, I write vampires because I like them. It's that simple. I don't feel like I have to have every academic source ready at my disposal to refute claims and to say this and to say that. Like, I don't know. Like, I just thought that was a weird reaction. So, Elijah, I definitely can agree to like people following you for like long term or whatever, and then they turn on you because you're getting more success or whatever the case is. Like, I just think it's so weird. And she treated my mutuals really bad too. So when I heard stories about what she said to them, I had to block her because I was just like, I don't need this negativity. Excuse me. I was like, I don't need this negativity. I don't need this like ridiculousness. And it was just like, that's one thing that I'll never forget, and it really grinds my gears because people follow her too who follow me, and whenever something vampire comes up, they tend to tag us both because they see her as like the vampire person or whatever, which is fine, whatever, but I just don't think you can call yourself a vampire person if all of your vampire knowledge is academic and it's solely for being like, I'm better than you because I know about vampires, and not every vampire drinks blood, and not every vampire has fangs, and like, that's all well and good, but in my series, vampires drink blood and vampires have fangs because that's the lore that's the most recognizable. So I just thought it was very strange that happened. It's weird. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. It really bothered me because I really don't like when people like take things I'm saying too far. Like you don't know me. We're online, you know? Like it's just really weird. And I put a lot of work I put a lot of work into my persona, my brand on Twitter, and I put a lot of work into my books. I put a lot of work into my Patreon. I put a lot of work into everything. So for someone to sit there and say that like, oh, you don't like your vampires are wrong, or like you don't know vampires, ha ha ha, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I took a break from Twitter that day, especially when I took a break when my goth isn't rap tweet blew up and it got like 3,000, 4,000 likes or retweets or whatever. I muted that so fast and I took a break because the death threats I was getting from like kids was ridiculous. That changed Twitter for me. Before, I was too scared to say what I wanted to say, and I was too scared to like really say what I meant. Now, F it. I say what I gotta say. If you don't like it, unfollow me. It's that simple. I'm not gonna hold back because you're offended by something a stranger said to you online. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, exactly. We're all on much more. And like, I just feel, no offense to anyone who is white in the chat, but I just feel like that girl was being kind of like, I don't know, like she's white, so she was definitely coming at me with this like, I know you're better than that, you have integrity or whatever, like you don't know me, one. And it was like she was trying to silence me, and it had this very like weird like racist tone to it. I don't know if I'm just like thinking too hard about it, but I definitely felt like she was like, oh well, I'm not used to like a black person talking so strongly, so I'd appreciate it if you just be quiet because like you're attacking me, and like I'm not, like I'm just talking, like I'm just saying my opinion, like it has nothing to do with you. And she made it all about her, and that was really strange. And then she commented on another post I made, and she said something about ha ha ha, like when I was working in New Orleans I was rich or something, and I was just like, dude, you are privileged, you're ridiculously and she doesn't seem to realize it. So I had to block her because I was just like, this is weird. Yeah, it does happen to us a lot, and like I don't want to call it racism at the time, but I definitely felt like she was using her privilege to try to make me be quiet. And I was like, I'm not gonna be quiet because that doesn't make any sense. Why would I be quiet when, you know, like, I don't know you, I don't owe you anything. Like, it was really, really weird. It was really weird. Yeah. Niche topics especially, yeah. Like, I don't know. I just want to be known for good vampire books, like educational, funny videos, and like I want to help people like think differently about media they consume also, because the way that people consume stuff now is just ridiculous to me, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the way that we like glomp on creators and try to make them like what we want them to be. Like, I don't know. I just think it's weird. I think it's really weird the way that like people do things to like try to get over on everybody else. Like, it's just so strange. But yeah. People steal your usernames, Ronnie? That's crazy. That's weird. Why would they steal your usernames? Oh no. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go record some gameplay. Oop, the stream is going down. Is it? Then I'm gonna record some gameplay and write some books. So thank you guys for joining me today. I'll see you guys next week on Friday. Thank you so much for joining the chat, Laja. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you everybody else who joined and left. I know we had a shaky start, but I'm glad it worked out. I'll see you guys next week Friday. Bye guys. Thank you guys so much for coming. Do 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 do.